Good morning. Here's your check of Sunrise Sports. Well, time and patience can usually make things a little better. For Mattoon softball, they've been waiting to play the 3A Mount Zion sectional final game since it was rained out last Saturday afternoon. Yesterday, they hoped the waiting would pay off against Glenwood, bottom of the first. Glenwood threatening with a runner on. Casey Starwalt strikes out Allison Long, and Starwalt was just getting started. Bottom of the third, Starwalt burns Parker Brandy to end the frame, and Starwalt sitting down 17 Titans in a row at one point, also striking out 14. Top of the sixth, the floodgates open for the Green Wave. Riley Phipps slaps an RBI single to right. Starwalt slides in safely, 1-0 Mattoon. Later in the frame, Melanie Sparks, a dribbler up the middle, scores two more. Mattoon scores 5 in the sixth to beat Glenwood. The Green Wave rolling back to supers. Head coach Nikki Trower says starting pitcher Casey Starwalt has it going right now.
She's been real consistent for us here this year, and especially in the postseason. She's thrown the best that she's probably thrown all year. She's right where we want her to be.
Everybody was ready to go back to state, and we're hoping to get back there this year too.
We're definitely feeling the pressure to get back to the state tournament, but we know that we're going to have our hands full tomorrow at the Super. We know that Alton Marquette are very competitive, and we're just taking it one game at a time.
Mattoon heads back to Super Sectionals after finishing 4th in state last year. They play Alton Marquette today at 4:30 in Chatham. Over to Prospect League Baseball in the Danville Dans, visiting the sliding Springfield Sliders. Bottom of the second, Sliders up 1-0 and threatening with a runner on second, but Michael Randall lines out to first. The Dans will double up Justin Fletch at first to get out of the inning. Top of the third, and the Dans will tie this one up. Cole Judy grounds out to second, but he'll get the RBI. Scott Windler scores, and we're tied at 1. To the bottom of the fourth, and the Sliders have the bases loaded. Justin Fletcher takes one for the team. That brings in a run. It's 2-1 Sliders, and they will add one more in the fourth. Randall the second. The Dans get the force, but a run will come home. The Dans fall to the Sliders. 5-1 the final. Where will he take his talents to? South Beach isn't an option, but Champaign may be for Rochester native and former Oklahoma State quarterback Wes Lunt. Two schools are now battling for the former Cowboys' services. Yesterday, his former high school coach Derek Leonard tells us Lunt will make his second and final visit to Illinois this Thursday before deciding to become an Illini or a Louisville Cardinal. Lunt was supposed to make that visit to Champaign last weekend, but that didn't happen. He will need to sit out and take a red shirt this season regardless of which school he chooses, but he will have 3 years of eligibility starting in 2014. Well, if Lunt does decide on Illinois, we already know which Big Ten teams he'll be facing in the 2015 season. Yesterday, the Big Ten office announcing the 2015 conference schedule. Illinois will play 8 conference games, 4 at home and 4 on the road. Nebraska, Wisconsin, Ohio State, and Northwestern will all visit Memorial Stadium. Illinois will hit the road to face Iowa, Penn State, Purdue, and Minnesota in 2015. Non-conference games against Kent State and Western Illinois are already lined up for 2015. It's where legends are made. There's nothing that quite compares to a Game 7. Last night, the Indianapolis Pacers and the Miami Heat battling for a chance to go to the NBA Finals. Here's Dwayne Wade getting a steal, putting a move on Paul George, and flushing it down. Later in the half, Norris Cole, alley-oop to LeBron James, brutal. And the Heat rise to the occasion and drive past the Pacers 99-76. The Heat will get the well-rested San Antonio Spurs in the NBA Finals. Yesterday, dozens of golfers around the country tried to play their way to a spot in the U.S. Open field. Former Illini Luke Guthrie earns a spot after a 3-hole playoff in Columbus, Ohio. And former Illini Scott Langley qualifies in Memphis. They will join fellow former Illini Steve Stricker and D.A. Points in the U.S. Open field. In Major League Baseball, the St. Louis Cardinals top the Arizona Diamondbacks 7-1. That's a look at your Sunrise Sports. Have a great day.